The Splatoon Direct was yesterday, and we got a lot of cool stuff that was shown in that. I was really happy about Mahi Mahi Resort, as well as some other stuff that I'm just really excited for the game about. I love Big Man so much. But one thing that was shown in the Direct that not too many people are so hyped for is TableTurf Battles. And that's like kind of their take on a card game, where you play a card and then you can do a move that makes parts of the battlefield your ink color. Kind of like Turf War, but it's turn-based, and it's with pixels, kind of. It's with blocks. If you take a look at this and you see like, oh, that's not Splatoon. And you're right, it's not what Splatoon normally is. But this could impact the game a lot more than what people give it credit for. For one example, it sets the game apart. It makes it more different looking than Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1, even if the person who looks at the game has never played TableTurf Battles. They just see, oh, Splatoon 3 has it, and no other game has it. That sets it apart, so that they're more inclined to get it, because it has more features. Collecting. It said that it had 150 plus cards in the game. And that's quite a bit. I mean, it's not an insane amount, but that's quite a bit to collect. So, it adds something to do. Like, even after you, almost finished everything in the game, there's still stuff to do. You can collect more, you can get more. I'm assuming you get that from Hotlantis or something like that, but I don't really know yet. For what I think this TableTurf Battle thing is the new version of Battle Dojo from Splatoon 1. Because in the overview, they called it a TableTurf Battle Dojo. They used Battle Dojo in the name. So that makes me think you can play it offline with a friend. And we've never seen it been played PvP, but I sure hope it is. Also, I really hope we can do it online as well. From what we know, this could impact the game quite a bit, but there are some things that could make it even better. Okay, one of the things that I think would be the most important would be PvP, player versus player, with what I want to call the Game Pigeon system. If you know what Game Pigeon is, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, it's like this app only for iPhone users that you can send a game to a friend over text. Then once they get that text message, they can open it up, take their turn in a game, and then send it back. And the first person will do the game again, then the second person will, and the first person will, until the game is finished. It goes back and back like that. Both players don't have to be online at the same time to play this game together. That's how I want this game to be. You can just open up Splatoon 3, open up your Sea Cucumber phone or something, and just take your turn for your friend. And then it eventually goes back to your friend. That's how I want this game to be structured. I think that would be the best overall for everybody. Something that kind of goes alongside this is that I think it would be very, very helpful if you could do this while waiting in lobbies. I do think the shooting range is going to get boring after a while, because there's not really that much to do in it other than just shoot around and just swim around. But if you have access to TableTurf Battles, that's a whole lot of stuff you can do, and you can take turns for your friends, and then when they're waiting, they can do their turns. It just goes back and forth, and they can just do stuff while waiting. I don't know, that just sounds like the best possible outcome to me. Another thing that they can do is they can always add new DLC for the cards. I'm not that much into game designing, but adding cards to this game, adding extra cards, does not sound that hard. Because all you have to do is add the new block shapes, the new designs, and you can just use designs that you already have. And they could make a lot of them. Another thing I want is a reason to play. I think if you could bet money on them with your friends, or in-game currency, that would be really cool. Because then you could just waste all your money on it. It'd be really funny with your friends, just go all in with everything you own. Or you would do random strangers and do random stuff. Or with the NPCs, it would be Pokemon battles, where you gain money if you win and you lose some if you lose. My fifth and final point of this section, and of the whole video, is this game doesn't have to be very good. It's alright if it's just average, but it just can't be super boring. If it's just you go around, Squid Jump itself, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. It was anything but fun and gripping and enticing. It's not good. I would never use the word good to describe it, but it was less boring than waiting in lobbies. This game managed to be not boring while also being super simple. And that's what I think this game is going to be. It's going to be super simple, and it's going to be not boring. And if it succeeds all of these things I want it to, it could be a massive improvement from Splatoon 2 just by this TableTurf battle alone. Anyway, my name is Carl. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.